Ho 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 ho. Happy Halloween. That's what the people usually say today. You know what I'm gonna say? Happy Samhain. Samhain is the ancient, old-time celebration or gathering of the day when the veil become very thin. The veil be between the living and the dead, or those who departed. I don't like to call them dead, as they're not really dead. Wink, wink. And today, what would be highly recommend is to celebrate with your ancestors, those who passed before you. Maybe those your parents, maybe grandparents, maybe other ancestors that you have met or have not. It doesn't matter if you have their pictures in your family photo album or if you heard about them. Either way, today is the day. Today is very beautiful. Instead of going trick and treating, which I don't believe it's fun, the kids monotonously go from house to house begging for candies, begging for sweets. And it's a known fact. Some people not as kind, and not everyone love kids. Sometimes they find sharp objects or even some toxic stuff in those candies. So I do not recommend you let your kids go outside and beg for candies. It's not fun. It's not really fun. They're not really performing anything, and they're basically getting so much sugar and so much sweet and so much artificial stuff in those candies, and people usually buy them at the very cheap stores like dollar store. So I wouldn't allow my kids to eat that, and I didn't when they were little. However, let's go back to Samhain. In the Eastern European or Slavic tradition, it's called the Night of Veles. Veles, who stands in between living and dead, between the sky and the earth. So today is wonderful if you bake a cake or make a pancakes in the first part of the day or sometime in the afternoon, which is already kind of gone. It's still not too late. You can buy pancakes, okay, but if you make it with your own hands, it's much more appreciated by your ancestors. When you serve a table to more people than you have in your family. Meaning count your grandparents. If your parents are not longer here in this world, also serve them with a plate. First, you serve their plate and put candles. Make sure you put. My candle is a living candle. I make all my candles by myself. I buy a beeswax at the beekeeper, and I make my own candles. There you go. You see how beautiful it is? It's a pure beeswax. I add some essential oils. I also add some herbs. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. And never, 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 ever, after this video especially, blow on a candle. It's a disrespect to the element of fire. It can also create more fire. The best way is to use a candle stopper, or to use just your two fingers. Just literally wet them with your saliva. It's not gonna hurt you in old traditional way. What else we can do today? You can write your wish or something you want to get rid of, like maybe some sickness, maybe money luck, maybe you are suffering from some financial situation. Maybe you want to find a new job, maybe you want to find yourself, etc., etc., etc. Whatever you want, it's either material, physical, or spiritual. You can always ask for the guidance of your ancestors because they are above there and they can see more. So today is the day when you can talk to them. They can hear you. They actually hear near. So you can write a couple of notes. Let's say I'm asking my, let's say, grandfather or my grandmother, or you can ask all of them at the same time. Give them a task. What is good is to put those wishes under your pillow at night before you go to bed, and also put an apple, and just fresh apple under the pillow. And before you go to sleep, ask your ancestors to help you to navigate, maybe come to your dream, And then exactly at midnight, before they depart, tell them goodbye. Thank you for the assistance, thank you for the help, and ask them to remove anything toxic from your life, whether toxic people, whether a toxic relationship, whether it's a health issues, whatever you want to get rid of, ask them. Today is the day. Remember when we say, "Oh, angel, help me," in all of those cases, or at least in most of those cases, those angels are our ancestors. They are our grandparents, they are our parents, or maybe they are siblings who passed away before us, so they can help. What else you can do? So sharing the food with your ancestors, it's a must. Leave candles on your windowsill. Make sure it's you respect the fire law, right? So when you put the candle, make sure you watch the candle. Don't fall asleep with an open fire or with the candle still being lit up. So make sure you stop all the candles before you go to sleep, because you want to be safe and you don't want to ignite the fire. So, but while you awake, it's very good to keep living candles, not electric candles, real candles like that, on your windowsill. Also, you can put some apples, you can put some pumpkin. If you did craft some scary duper pooper face from the pumpkin, that's also good. You can put the candle there as well, but make sure all the candles in the candle holder and they're all safe. Why we do that is today, when all the spirits and all the ghosts and all the other entities are freely traveling all through the space and through the earth and through the houses, when they see the candle, they realize this place is taken, so they don't bother. Unlike our ancestors, the souls of our departed ancestors, they are not afraid of candle. For them, it's an invitation. So for the bad and evil spirits, it's something to stay away. And another thing, why are we dressing up? Why are we putting, like me, you see this beautiful hat I have and the beautiful makeup the TikTok gives me. So why we do that on this day? It's not just a joke, it's not just for fun. We basically, while all kind of spirits and all kind of entities and all kind of invisible entities and invisible creatures from other world are traveling here and passing by, they're not gonna bother us, because it's almost like we are part of them, right? So, and they're not gonna bother us. So that's why this tradition, being long time ago, before any Halloween even existed, okay? In the ancient Slavic tradition, in the ancient Druid tradition, in the ancient African tradition, in the ancient Mexican tradition, and so on and so forth. So candlelight must give treats. Make sure all the treats and all the offering for your ancestors are free of blood and they don't contain any animal remainings, right? You know what I mean. So if you offer something, it has to be fruits, vegetables, seeds, bread, of course. So if it's something you made, it's even far more appreciated by spirit world. So once the day close to the night, if you have your house, if you live in the countryside, it's very good to open to create a bonfire and sit by the bonfire. And if you are a night person like me, you can stay up to 2 to 3 in the morning, and after midnight you can actually ask for your wishes. You can ask your ancestors, you can ask an ancient god, Veles. You can Google him, read more about him. But if you're not in the Slavic tradition, whatever god you believe, obviously not a Christian god. I hope you're not gonna do that mistake. So we asking for any desire, any wishes. Don't be greedy though. Ask for something that really been on your mind for a long time. And all these, make sure that it's for greatest goods for all, not just for your own greedy self. Okay, very important. So happy Veles Night, or happy Samhain night, and all the best to you in your experience communicating with your ancestors. Bye for now.